What's up, folks? You know who this is coming back at you again on lunchtime break. Let's do a lunch and learn. Had something to hit me all of a sudden, so I said, well, I better not sit on it. I need to go ahead and share it while I got it in my spirit to share it. So I want to come on here and share what I normally share, so that way we can have some folks come out of the financial wilderness. Okay, so I'm gonna let Facebook algorithm send out some notification, let everybody know that said is coming on live. All right, so let me jump on here. Let's see who we got. Jeff, thanks for jumping on. Johnny, thanks for jumping on. Reginald, thanks for jumping on. Latasha, thanks for jumping on. Let me throw my waves out here. All right. Gwen, thanks for jumping on. What's up, homie? All right. Let me get my intros on out of the way, and then we're going to get started with today's topic, or this afternoon's topic. Y'all got 2 videos from me today. All right. This is yours truly, Cedric Jenkins, founder of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact that you get up each and every day to earn it. You have the right to keep it. So it is my duty, my passion to educate the masses on how to keep more of your money, because the money that you keep is going to change your financial circumstances, not just for you, but for your future generation. Okay, for your future generation. Let's not be selfish and just think about ourselves, our current financial situation only. Let's think about our current financial situation, but most importantly, our future generations. Okay, I'm gonna let some air come in. It is warm, and I put on a turtleneck. I thought it was gonna be cold. It is warm. All right, so check this out. I was reading something. Now, there's no way that I can provide content without me having some sources, because here's the thing: the devil always bring that 1 or 2 individual that's going to challenge you, and those are the unbelievers, right? You provide them value of how they can do better, whether it's financially, through relationship, or whatever, and then the devil puts in their spirit to say, go challenge that. All right, go challenge that. So I like to read so I can have reference, so that way if someone was to come on here, if the devil brings them, and see, it's not the physical person, it's the spirit within that physical person that the devil deals with or uses, right? So I don't blame that physical person. It's that spirit, and I don't even blame the spirit, because I understand how the devil works. So in order to rebuke the devil, you provide truth and resources. Okay, so that's why I do what I do. So anytime anyone comes and tries to challenge me on something such as financial literacy, I rebuke them, because I can show it to them in the word, okay, in black and white. Now, here's what I want to talk about. I was reading an article, probably like maybe 15 minutes ago, in CNN Business News. And there is an article, all right, that was dated, I think it was posted back 2 weeks ago, about how American individuals and families are struggling financially. Now, they had 10 top financial struggles, but I only pulled out 6. Okay, I've only pulled out 6. So I want to I got some notes here, all right, because I couldn't remember all of them. I'm kind of over on this side of 50, so I can't remember everything that comes in front of me. So I had to write notes down. So I want to go over the 6 that I pulled out from that article, that where families are struggling financially. Okay, so financial struggle number 1. 46, y'all listen to what I'm saying. 46% of Americans struggle to scrounge up $1,000 in emergency fund. 46%. Okay. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting these numbers from pulling it out of the sky or out my butt or anything like this. This is coming straight from economists and financial professionals who study the economy. All right. So they're saying 46% of Americans are struggling to come up with $1,000 in an emergency. Now, this morning, I addressed that. Okay. I addressed that this morning. All right. About people not having a disposable income for those days. All right. Think about if you have an automobile mechanical problem. Okay. And that automobile, not everybody's automobile is still on factory warranty. So as soon as it come off, y'all know how this goes. As soon as your vehicle come off factory warranty, your automobile start giving you problems. Okay. And those mechanical expenses are out-of-pocket expenses. So let's say that you had an engine problem that's going to run you every bit about $350. If you don't have the disposable income in your emergency fund, guess what you got to go do? You got to go swipe, put it on credit. But just know you're not paying $350. You're paying $350 plus the interest that is being charged on that credit card. Okay. So that's financial struggle number one. Let me repeat that. 46% of Americans struggle to scrounge up $1,000 in the emergency fund. Struggle number two. Only 24% of the millennials, now we just talked about millennials, all right, demonstrate basic financial literacy according to the National Endowment of Financial Education. Now, I understand why they've highlighted millennials. Why? Because they are our future. We are the ones, the baby boomers like myself and olders are passing the torch to the millennials. But only 24% have financial literacy. What are the remaining 66%? No. I'll let y'all think about that. Financial struggle number three. I said I pulled out 6. There are at least 10 in this article that I just read. I just only pulled out 6. Financial struggle number 3. Over 80% of Americans are paying too much in taxes and not paying less or their fair share. Y'all hear me talk about that all the time. We paying too much in taxes. If you don't believe me, wait till Friday to get your paycheck and you look at your pay stub. Look in the middle. Look at the payroll deduction. You'll see federal and state, and those are the two that's depleting your money. 80% of the American, because in America, at least 80% or more are working class members. They earn a paycheck through wages, meaning you working for someone. And when you're trading labor and time for income, it is taxed at the highest tax bracket. All right. Financial struggle number 4. We got 2 more. Over 35% of Americans with a credit file have debt in collections. Over 35% of Americans with a credit file have debt in collections. We're not even talking about the percentage of how many folks are in debt. That's just 35% of folks who have debt in collection. Now, just imagine the percentage of folks who are just in debt. Fifth financial struggle. Okay. These are financial statistics of individuals or families struggling financially. There was 10. I only pulled out 6. So this is the 5th one. Americans age 60 and over with student loans. That right there, I should stop right there. You're age 60 and got student loans. But that's reality. American age 60 and over with student loans have quadrupled over the last decade and is increasing by the minute, by the month, by the year. Every time we have a new graduation college graduation class of college students, all right, they go to that number. Okay, college ain't free. College ain't free. Now somebody gonna come on here and say, well, said if they get a scholarship or a full ride athletically or academically, yes, but those percentages are small, ladies and gentlemen. So don't come give me that. If you're not academically smart enough to get qualify for scholarships, you're gonna have to come out your pocket. If you're not gifted athletically, you're not going to get a full ride. So the remaining, and I was in that number, the remaining who don't have those gifts academically and athletically, you got to pay, or you're going to have student loans. So I don't want anyone come on this timeline and say, Cedric, if they smart enough, they apply themselves, they can get scholarships and full ride scholarships or grants or what have you. It ain't gonna be enough. You're still gonna have to come out your pocket. And if you check the check, if you're that parent that's check to check and you want your kids to go to school, then guess what you're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to get student loans to put your kids to school. It's just a reality. It happened to me. It happened before me. It's still happening. For that person that come on here and make that comment, I want you to do your research before you come back, and I want you to tell me what you find statistically of how many college students we have out there that have student loans. All right, financial struggle number 6. This is the last one. Nearly 1/3 of Americans pay the minimum due on their credit card each month. Why? Because they check the check. They strapped for money. They being taxed at 33%. Inflation decreased their buying power. So guess what they go do? They go put it on credit. And when they go put it on credit, guess who they slave to at that point? Because you're already slave to the government. Now you slave to the banks. But we count it all joy when we make minimum payments. Well, here's the problem when you make minimum payments on a credit card. I had to learn this myself because I thought I was doing good when I was making minimum payments. I got all my bills paid. I broke even as far as cash flow. I didn't have any extra cash flow. But here's what's happening. The banks was still making money off of me due to me making minimum payments because of interest. Because of interest. Now listen, y'all. There's this one person a while ago. She had a PhD. Came on my timeline and said, well, Cedric, all this what you're saying is good, but financial literacy, because I think I posted something due to how important financial literacy is important for us to come out of the financial wilderness, right? She did agree, however, she made the comment and say, well, Cedric, financial literacy should be taught at the homes. I do not disagree with this person who was a PhD in, well, I can't remember what she had a PhD in, but it was not in finances, okay? But here's the thing. How can you teach something that you don't know or practice yourself? How can you teach financial literacy at home? The basic thing that we always, or we have been learning, is save your money. I've never known for a person to save their money to where they became financially okay. I'm just saying financially okay. I ain't even talking about being a millionaire or a billionaire or what have you, or just let's just say having financial freedom. I've never known for someone to save their way to financial freedom by itself. Financial literacy is more than just saving money, being frugal with your money, having better spending habits. Yes, all of that is good, but there's more to it. So my mentor said this weekend that education is subject specific. If you are a doctor, okay, if you're a foot doctor, would you go to a heart doctor to get fixed? Or vice versa? What's up, Michelle? How you doing? Would you go to a foot doctor if you having heart problems? Would you go to a foot doctor or a heart doctor? You would go to a heart doctor because he specializes in that. Subject specific. So this person that was a PhD that didn't have a PhD in finances came on here and made that comment. You just subject specific in that area that you got your PhD in. And I'm not knocking no one with a PhD degree. I'm not knocking anyone with a degree. As a matter of fact, I got 3 myself. But I'm a computer engineer. And my degree is, in my degrees or my specialty is in computer software engineer. Now, would you come to me specifically for computer engineering stuff? Yes, you would, because that's my specialty. But even in my own specialty, I thought that I was financially literate enough to know how to be better stewards with my money. No, I was not. So I had to team up or get into circles of folks who specialized in financial literacy so I can get better with my finances. And almost 5 years later, look at where I am now. I've been transformed financially. I have. Because of my circle. Ms. White says she had 3 degrees and one is finances, and these strategies are nothing I was taught. Yes. They don't teach this in school, y'all. They should. That's what the PhD person said. First she said it should be taught at home. Then she came around and said there are courses in school that teaches financial literacy. So I had to correct her. I had to educate her and let her know that the finance courses that you learn, whether it be in school, high school, or college level, those are corporate finances. You're learning how to balance a book for someone else, not for your own. They're not teaching you personal finances. If they are, they're not teaching you everything. They're not teaching you everything. Hence the reason why financial literacy is important. And so you need to get in a circle of people who are teaching financial literacy. Now, I know these videos and this content ain't sexy. It ain't something that they want to hear. And I know why. Because it's a self-accountability message to force people to look in their own mirror to say, it's my fault why I'm struggling financially. And they don't want to improve financially. That's why these videos, these contents that I put out here, it doesn't get a whole lot of views because there's some self-accountability that's built in. Trust me, I had to look at the man in the mirror myself almost 5 years ago. And what I was doing prior to was blaming everyone else or everything else that was preventing me from getting financial success. But in reality, it was the person that I looked at in the mirror that was keeping me from getting that financial success. It was some things that I didn't know. There were some things that I ignored. And you're going to have some folks that are going to get on this video that's going to watch it for a few minutes and say it ain't talking about nothing. He always talking about that money stuff. And going to scroll right through it. Meanwhile, they struggling financially. And I know because of the fact I still get DMs saying, hey, Cedric, can you show me how to fix my credit? Hey, Cedric, can you show me how to lower my taxes? So people, I just gave you statistics from economists that this struggle is real. This struggle is real. Until we understand this and have some awareness of this and have some accountability of this, we will always continue to struggle. But we're quick to run out here for Black Friday, Christmas holiday, New Year's, go turn up, what have you. I ain't got nothing wrong. I ain't got nothing against that. We all do that. But just know while you're doing that, you still struggling financially. What's your priority in life? I know we all want to live our best life, but you can't do it if you got financial struggles, if you got financial stress, if you got circumstances that you can't get out of financially. Let me see what Miss White got here. Miss White said she had a finance access to these strategies for almost a year, and the information is so enlightening and empowering that I jumped in immediately. I have cash flowed over $40K since May with paying off debt and investing. There's a testimony right there for you. Right there. For those who know her personally, for those who don't know her personally, if you want to get testimonies like that, y'all need to go holler at her. Yo, y'all think I'm just on here for social acceptance? I'm on here just because I'm trying to be socially popular? Y'all, I got better things to do than to come out here with that kind of intent. My intent is to come out here to educate the masses, our people, that we can come out of Egypt. But we have to have the desire to say, I want to be free financially. But most of us are too content to stay in Egypt. We got a Moses, and we got enough. Well, I ain't gonna say we have enough Joshuas, because we always need more Joshuas. We always need more Joshuas. But we have people right now that has the desire and the intent to help people come out of the financial wilderness. You can free yourself if you want to. All we have to do is follow the yellow brick road. All you have to do is follow the yellow brick road. Someone has already given you the path. All you have to do is get on it. But yet, when we talk about this, here come your mind. I don't want to hear nothing about that. That probably ain't true. I don't believe it. Yep, I just made it up. Sure, I made it up. I took these notes, I made it up. I'm going to wait for that devil to come on this timeline, because I know I'm going to get one. But this ain't no made up stuff, y'all. Financial turmoil is real. It is real. Miss Dotson, she says she received an extra $600. Okay, she received an extra $600 because she repositioned herself within the tax laws to exercise her tax rights. Miss White did the same thing. I did the same thing. Six-figure income earners struggling. Don't even have positive cash flow. Check to check. The struggle is real. I don't care how much money that you're earning. You can be earning six figures. You can be earning less than six figures. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What you don't know is what's costing you. See, here's the thing. The less you know, the more you'll owe. Let me say that again. The less you know, the more you'll owe. The more you know, the less you'll owe. And the less that you owe is more money back into your pocket. Just imagine what you can do with that extra cash flow. For me, it was an extra $1,100 a month. That's $550 bi-weekly if somebody trying to do that math. But that came from financial literacy. That was not taught at home. My parents did not teach me how to income shift. They taught me to have a basic savings account, which was good. Not blaming my parents. They taught me what they knew, but it wasn't enough. It was not enough. So let's not blame our parents or the people that was before us, because all they was able to do was teach us what they knew. They didn't know the whole story. They didn't know the whole story. And quiet as kept, that's how the haves want it to be. That's how they want that divide. That's why we have the haves and the have-nots. The have know the full story. The have-not know, if not half of the story or very little, may not know none of the story. And the less you know is affecting your financial potential of succeeding. So y'all, financial literacy is real. We need to have it, but they're just not teaching it in schools. So say, where are you going to get it from? Well, we have a circle of folks. We have an inner circle of folks, okay, that's part of this organization called My Econ, which is short for My Economy. It's a personal financial success company. And this company, you learn how to fix your own personal finances. You learn how to lower your taxes, that 33% that I talked about. Okay, you learn how to not just make minimal payments on your credit cards. You learn how to not have huge amount of debt. You learn how to improve your spending habits. You learn how to build, or shall I say, get extra cash flow to build your emergency fund. You learn how to take another portion of that cash flow and go build your retirement fund, so you have some money waiting for you to live off of. I just did a post a few minutes ago, even right before I did here. You can go back to my timeline about Social Security. And Social Security, you will not get the full Social Security check until age 67. But here, y'all, you're only going to get 40% of what you earned in your lifetime. So if you're $30,000, if you're earning $30,000 annually, okay, then when you do the math, okay, I go back to my timeline. I did all the math on my timeline, but I'm shortening it up, okay. After it's all said and done, Social Security tells you that you're only going to get $600 a month based on what you earn. Now you got to come up with the difference of $1,005 just for you to get back to your living standards. Now, if you can't live off of 67% of your income during your working years, what makes you think that you can live off of 40% in your retirement years? Everybody got to do that math. Everybody. So if you're working and you're saying, well, I'm gonna work until I'm 6 or 7 years old and get that Social Security check, let me give you the rude awakening. Go see that math I did on my timeline, and you'll be disgusted to even think that you can live off a Social Security check by itself. When I saw my mother, Lord willing, rest her soul, she passed a few years ago, and I was managing her finances. And when I saw her disability letter of what she was getting every month, I almost threw up. 67, when she was 70, 76 years old, $525 a month. I'm being very transparent because this is some real stuff. $525 a month. Now, you tell me, how can someone live in their retirement years off of $525 a month? Can you live off of $525 a month? Even in your retirement years. I'm not even talking about in your working years. In your retirement years. So if you're working, if your mindset is telling you, I'm going to work my butt off until age 67 to get the full retirement, you're only going to get 40% of what you earn. Then you got to come up with the difference, where the difference going to come from. You better have a plan, because Social Security ain't going to be it. And even if Social Security was available for you, it may not be available, because they are forecasting that it may be dissolving in the year 2025, because they're already dipping into the trust fund to fund Social Security. So it may not even be there, but y'all banking on it. Y'all banking on it. But I just gave you 6, there was 10, but I gave you 6 financial struggles that families are facing. Families are facing. These are real facts. Okay? Black and white. So my question is financial literacy important? That's rhetorical, because it is. And it's not something that we can teach by ourselves, because we haven't been taught. How can we teach something that we don't know or even practice? You need to get in an inner circle of people who are teaching it. Set aside your degrees. Don't let your pride rob you of your inheritance. Because a lot of us put a whole lot of pride on our degrees. Listen, I'm going to go there because I got degrees too. I just mentioned that I got 3 of them. But a lot of us tend to think, I got degrees, I'm smarter than the average bear. You are in that specific niche, or that subject. Again, education is subject specific. That don't mean that you smart. Just because you got a PhD, that means you smart financially. You need some help too. So I know that ain't gonna go well for those who got degrees, particularly PhD, because those are the ones who got the biggest pride, because of the fact that's the highest degree that you can get or you can achieve. But just know you can still be financial. I know someone right here in Montgomery, Alabama. A few of them where they go get my hair cut at. Work over at Alabama State. Struggling financially. PhD. Only earning $50,000 a year. Go somewhere with that. Go somewhere. But you got all this pride for earning that PhD. You got all that pride. All right? So don't let your pride rob you of your inheritance. Let your pride be the catalyst of getting your inheritance. All right? Leverage your pride. Don't use it. Leverage it. When you start understanding leverage, then you'll start succeeding. But all we know how to do is use. That's a consumer mindset. But when we start learning how to leverage, then now we're generating something. But consumers always consume things. All right. So now, I hope this right here was an awakening. Y'all, I'm not talking pastor to anyone about this financial stuff. I'm here to provide a financial awakening. I'm not coming here passively. All right. So for those who get in their feelings thinking that said taking up a bad tone about me, about trying to tell me about what to do with my money, I can't tell you what to do with your money. You grown. All I can do is tell you what's happening to your money and why you're not keeping it, and what's going to happen to you at the end if you're not keeping it. Look, I don't post. I post to provoke thought, not provoke emotions. I want you to start thinking about your finances, y'all. This is some real stuff. This real stuff here. But y'all wanna go off on your own merry way, stroll through all this stuff. That's fine. Keep on. Meanwhile, you're killing your future generation. You ain't gonna have no torch to pass when you're dead and gone. Because you are, from the decision that you're making right now, you killing your future. The decision that you make today could possibly kill your future. However, the decision that you make today can survive, or you can fuel your future. Your future can survive. And what I'm talking about is your generation. You got grandkids you probably will have. You're going to have nieces and nephews that's going to come behind you. Don't you want them to have a future? You don't want them to start off from ground zero, do you? But that's what's happening when we don't have financial literacy. Each generation is starting off from ground zero, and that shouldn't be. So now, what are you going to do to get financial literacy? What you going to do to become financial literate? Because these numbers don't lie. And until you understand financial literacy and you getting wise, getting the knowledge, and then apply the knowledge, we're going to always have these statistics. All right. So I hope this resonates with someone's soul. I will be coming off the video and going back to the timeline and thanking everybody for jumping on. But I'm also looking for that one devil too. That devil always bring that one person, that one negative naysayer on this post. I'm going to rebuke it time I see it. I'm going to rebuke it time I see it. So I'm waiting, devil. Bring it on. So y'all, hope y'all have a wonderful day during lunch. I'm about to go take my lunch real quick. And I'm going to do some more research, because the masses need to know how to be better stewards, because we're not taught to be better stewards. We're not taught, and it's not our fault. Okay? It is not our fault. But we can change that. We can change that, all right? So, y'all be blessed, and we will holler at y'all later.